guys, so in the last video, what I said was I wanted to work towards taking this thing for a test drive, and I'm going to keep with that. I got my throttle assembly done last video, and the column is ready to go back in. I'm just waiting for the paint to dry in that little bracket. What I'm going to work on in this video is bleeding the brakes, get them working, and shifter linkage. So I'm making a run into town. I'm going to stop at Princess Auto there and see what they got in their hardware department. They got all kinds of doodads and fittings and what have you, and see if I can't pick up enough pieces to put together a linkage. I'll pick up brake fluid while I'm there and a few other little things. So the first thing I'm going to do with this is get it up in the air and get the wheels off. So I've got easy access to the bleeder screws, and at first, like, I hardly have any fluid left at all. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the master cylinder up, crack open all the bleeder valves, and just let gravity do its thing. And sometimes you do that, you barely have to work at bleeding the whole system. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I have leaks, I don't know. Whenever you do your own flares, like a lot of them are factory flares, but I did about half a dozen flares, I guess, maybe more. You win some, you lose some, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, might as well just get to it, man. I tell you, between driving the kids around, picking up groceries, preparing supper, running around, banking, getting gas, everything else, my whole afternoon is shot. But anyway, I picked up some stuff. Got 2 cans of brake fluid. I got my another quart of gear oil because I lost about a quart when I changed the pinion seal. And then I went to, these were in the hydraulics department. Why, I'm not sure, but I got a couple of Heim joints, clevis, little rod end, all 1/4 inch stuff. So this stuff should all go together if I needed to, and hopefully I can make a shifter linkage out of a couple of these pieces and make something simple, easy, adjustable, and something that works. And I also got this. It's 1/4 inch inside diameter clear hose. I'll show you what I'm going to be doing with that in a minute. But right now, I guess I'll just jack up the truck and get the wheels off. Hey, so I jacked the truck up in the air, and also my computer beeped, and a buddy of mine sent me a listing on Facebook for a Camaro. It's an 81, not my favorite, but the paint is burnt right off it, but it looks pretty solid. It's a one-owner car, 100,000 kilometers, just a 305 automatic. We're gonna go take a look at it. The guy's asking $5 grand. Like I say, it's not my favorite year for Camaro for sure, but it's getting tougher and tougher to find anything in that age range that's in decent shape. So hopefully the frame and floors and stuff are okay, but we'll take a peek at it, and I'll come back when I get there. Okay, so we're getting close here. They've only got two seasons up here in this part of the world, winter and construction. And I'm telling you, man, they got every freaking major road in Sudbury dug up. Brutal. And this being a long weekend, traffic is stupid. But anyway, we're close, so I'm gonna see if I can switch this around on the fly here. No, I can't. Should be up here somewhere. There it is. That's her. Anyway, take a quick peek at this thing and see what we got. Okay, so the doors are locked and the guy's not here. I got to call him. He's apparently 5 minutes away. This thing is not bad. I mean, both fenders have a spot down below. But I think with this, it's got the, you know, Z28 style hood. I would probably go with the Z28 style fender. Just buy new ones. I've been under it. The floors and frame rails are really good. Old school Kragers. Interior needs some loving, you know. But and a couple of small patches. The rockers are good. Old school Kragers. You know, this got the Z28 spoiler in the back as well. This could be a winner, man. I hate the sunroof. I can't read the odometer. Interesting. Thinking I should give this guy a call. I don't even know if this thing runs. I see there's booster cables in the back seat. That's always a bad sign. But if it just needs a boost once in a while, that's not too bad. Fender's schmucked. Quarters don't look too bad. Little patch around the wheelhouse. They're all, usually these things are gone, man. They're totally rotted out. I don't know. I don't know what's in the package. Maybe it's a door panel or side panels, I guess. Interesting. So this guy's had this car since new, apparently. I'm going to give him a call and see what he has to say. All right, so let's see. Where the hell am I going to park that Camaro? Jesus, just what I needed. Anyway, that's right, folks. I bought it. So let's get back in the shop here and tell you the scoop. And yeah, we'll go from there. Hey, so I made myself a cup. And let you know the scoop. So it turns out the guy was in the house the whole time. He broke his hip a few days ago. Can't move. So he's got his cousin looking after it for him. And it was a she. So about 5 minutes later, she came by and she had the keys. Didn't get it started. The battery was weak. Turned over really well, but then it just started, you know. So I didn't hear it run. It's got 166,000 kilometers, so 100,000 miles. Small block Chevy. I mean, should be good. It's full of oil. Oil looks pretty clean and all that stuff. So it's got newish brakes. It's got new exhaust from the cat back. Those radial TAs that are on those Kragers are not even a year old. Don't have less than 1,000 kilometers on them. So I mean, there's, you know, $1,200 for the tires right there. It's currently on the road. It's insured and plated, and he was driving it until he hurt himself last week. So it's original paint. It was his brother actually that bought it brand new. His brother passed away and he put it in his name, and that's it. So basically a one-owner car. I mean, super rare to find. I did not pay the full price. In fact, I got it substantially less than the full asking price. So it was a good deal, I think. I can just flip it, make money, or I can make a little hot rod out of it. So yeah, I'm going to give her a deposit and pick it up maybe on the maybe Sunday, because there won't be much traffic on the road. It's a long weekend, everybody's gone, and I should be able to pull a sneaky and just throw a bogus set of plates on it and drive it home. I'll get my buddy to follow me, and what the hell, why not, right? Either that or the guy can leave the plates on it, I'll bring them back to him when I'm done. Can do that too. So there you go. One 1981 Camaro. Like I say, they're not my favorite, but you know, they are coming up in value now, and there's not a lot of good ones around, to be honest with you. There's a few. You'll see some Trans Ams and stuff. You don't see a lot of Camaros, but I don't know. They used to be all over the place, but they are rust buckets, you know. The floor does feel a little soft on where your foot wells are on the front side or front area. So I'm going to price out some pans, patch panels or whatever. The trunk's pretty solid. There's one little spot on the, yeah, it'd be on the right side, maybe 6 inches. It's needs a patch. The rest of it is solid. Yeah, and the frame rails are good. I checked them out close. So I think I got a winner, and when I get it home, we'll go over it a little closer. But for now, I'm going to get back on the truck. I pretty much pissed away the whole day here. You know, between driving around, shopping, car buying, and all that kind of stuff. So it's time to get after it. All right, so I've already got the other front wheel off, and it's the way I left it when I took it off. That one's a different size socket. Okay, so now, show you what I'm doing with these. So these, I'm going to put on my bleeder screws. They fit on nice and snug. There. This way here, I'll put a container on the other end of it, and when I open them up, you know, I won't get fluid all over my painted suspension and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead, put all 4 hoses on and fill up the master cylinder. And let gravity take its course. Okay, so all 4 bleeders are cracked open. They'll each have their own little container, and the master is full, so just gonna let it sit with the cap off, and over time I keep an eye on this, and as it goes down through the lines, I'll just add more fluid till it starts coming out of those hoses. So there you go. So now I can get on my transmission shift linkage. Okay, so that is what shifts your gears on the transmission. It's really tight here, man, so bear with me. Anyway, it's all the way in the back position. As you turn it forward, it goes through the gears. So we got to go from there up to, where is it? There. No. Oh, there it is. There. So we're talking about 7 inches higher, 7.5, and 7 inches back, 8 inches back from there, from that point. So I've got a piece that'll fit in there. I'm gonna have to thread some rod and do some other things. I got a bunch of fittings. I'm gonna try and make something work, and yeah, I'm just guessing at this point, but I'm gonna slap together something, and it'll be a start at least. So yeah, I'll get out of here and get over the table and show you what I got. Man. So here we are. This will go onto that transmission, fit in there. Washer on each side should be pretty good and snug. And it's got a hole drilled in it on the end. It's a 3/8 fine thread. I know that because I have some 3/8 fine thread bolts and they go right in. So I got this piece of rod here and I've cut it down to length. It should be 7.5 inches to the center of the clevis. I'm going to thread this here, and that'll bring me up to the transmission, and then I'll figure out where I'm going from there. So yeah, I'm going to get this in the vise, and I've got a 3/8 fine thread what do you call it, die, and yeah, I'm going to thread the end. So we'll see how this all goes. Okay, so as you can see, I threaded the end, fine thread. Got a fine thread nut. I'm going to use as a lock nut, so we're going to put that on first, and then we'll thread this onto that, and then I'll put it in place and see how it looks on the truck, and see what I have to do to finish off to tie in from this to the shifter. So yeah, we'll just check it out, see what happens. Alright, so I tried this rig on the truck. It's a little bit too long. When the shifter moves forward, it's going to hit the floor of the cab. So I'm going to thread it down a little further and cut off some material, maybe an inch or so. So I'm going to go ahead and finish threading this. Get down to where I'm starting new threads. And anyway, once I get it to the right length, I'll show you what I got. Alright, so that's the length. I cut off about an inch off the end here, and I've still got room to shorten it if I need to. I got rid of the clevis and everything on this end because I don't think I'm going to need it. I'm right there. I'm right up to the shifter. So I'm going to have to make a bracket, I think. Probably something, you know, with a 90 in it, and something that I can adjust on here. Maybe I'll thread this down a little further as well and put a second nut on there to lock it in place, whatever length I need. And then I've got a fully adjustable linkage, and I think that's going to work. But that's about all I got time for in this video. But you know, there's a lot of MacGyvering going on here, and you're trying to make things up as you go along. I'm just lucky this piece here was in my dad's old magic drawer again. Man, that thing just keeps on giving. So very cool. I think with just a little finesse and maybe an hour's work, I'll have this thing working and shifting gears. So yeah, when I get back in the next video, we'll show how it works. So there you go. So that's a pretty busy day. You know, driving around, shopping, blah blah blah. Bought a car, started on bleeding the brakes, and you know, got 3/4 of the shifter linkage done, so that's not bad at all. I did just check the master cylinder, and it's the level's going down for sure. So we'll let it go. Maybe I'll top it up before I go to bed tonight, and see where we're sitting in the morning. Eventually, I'm going to have a couple little drips in those hoses and into the containers I got them sitting in. So once that happens, tighten up the bleeders. Probably bleed each wheel once or twice real quick, and should be done. So there. And yeah, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I could use the support. And you know, if you pick up one tip or one, don't do it this way, you know, it's well worth it because it costs nothing to subscribe. It's free, and I would truly appreciate it. Like the channel, leave comments and all those things. It all helps the channel. And you know, if you're not doing anything else, get in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.